I remember just last year, I quit the only job that I ever had since high school. What's crazy is I didn't necessarily have a backup plan either, which in turn resulted in me going without work for 7 months straight. And of course, no job equal no pay, right? It's still fairly hard for me to believe that I went a total of 7 whole months without making no money. I wasn't making no bread, y'all. And y'all already know, just cause I ain't making no money, that does not mean the bills stop coming in. Luckily for me, with the help of my mom and also having a little money set to the side, I was fortunate enough to keep myself above water. And I'm so thankful, y'all, bro. Like, I can only imagine where I would be if I didn't have the resources that I had. I went from working a job, receiving a check on a consistent basis, to not seeing a check at all within the span of 24 hours. Of course, I got paid the last check, but after that, I was pretty much on my own. As the months went on, my bank account started to look a little slim. I ain't gonna lie. And it's never really a good feeling to know that you don't have an income coming in at all, brother. You ain't got nothing to come rescue you, especially when you got bills to pay. Probably the toughest thing that I ever had to experience living on my own as an adult. Looking back at it though, it made me realize the valuable lesson that was learned throughout that whole period. It put me in a state of gratitude, and it definitely humbled me for sure. I went from making $900 to a band a week on a consistent basis to not making nothing at all. Just the thought of that is crazy to me. Looking back on the moments made me realize how carelessly and how frivolously I spent my money when I knew I didn't have nothing else coming in. I think that it really just started to make me cherish the little things that I did have. I feel like it's so easy to overlook the blessings in your life just for the simple fact that you in it. And it really may be all you know. It's like when you always have had something, it kind of puts you in a state of complacency, especially if you're not taught or raised of how to practice gratitude. That very situation for me made me so mindful and so grateful of the things that I had, dude. With the little money I did have left, I managed to keep a roof over my head, my car note and insurance paid, and I kept food in the refrigerator. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, at one point throughout this whole situation, I started to question, like, damn, why me? But then as I started to drive through the city, bro, I noticed the homeless population, bro. We have an in-depth homeless population, bro. We got a homeless population every year of like 1,300 people. People getting evicted left and right due to delinquency. I'm talking about car repossessions through the roof. And seeing that made me realize maybe my situation ain't that bad. All that made me realize, like, bro, it can be a whole lot worse. It made me really sit and realize, man, life ain't too bad for me after all. We get caught so much on the idea of the things that we don't have, but we very seldomly ever really just sit down and be grateful for the very things that we do have. You may not have the most money. You may not have the best looking car. You may not live in that dream house at the moment, but it's always a bright side to every situation. The very breath you breathing in right now watching this video is a sign. It's a sign for you to practice gratitude and be thankful, bro. God bless you with health and all the mental and physical capabilities in order for you to create the life that you want to live for yourself and your family. And that alone, bro, is enough to be thankful for. If you watching this video, man, just know you love. And if you going through some things, man, just know it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And just know that it get greater later, bro. I promise you. You blessed, baby. Let's go.